Hello and welcome. My name is Danny Ross, and I'm going to be your host today for the Wednesday edition of AI Lunch and Learn. We have it 3 times a week: Tuesday, 12 noon Eastern, Wednesday, 12 noon Central, and Thursday, 12 noon Pacific. You can check out our recordings. So you can see a particular topic you want to watch, so whether it's how to use the hyperrealistic image generator or the hero image generator or any of the other AI tools. I'm covering a general AI topic, and then I jump right into how to use the different AI apps. So join us, make sure you register, and then add it to your calendar. We were working during our last couple of sessions on funnels and websites. The primary tool that we're using, and I recommend you use, is the AEO website creator. And the reason why is number one, it's our latest of our editors. And number two, it is designed to be AI engine optimized without you having to do anything. It's automatically creating everything it needs to be found by search engines, both the traditional SEO style search engines like Google, but now, of course, everyone is using AI engines like ChatGPT to search because you get better answers. You don't get just links, you get actual answers to your questions, and that's what everybody is using. So this website builder is designed from the ground up to work with AI engines. And so we were working on this particular website called Graceful Threads, and it's one of our favorite users, and I'm going to continue building this out. So far, we have started with the logo, some headlines, sub-headlines, we have a video, we have a call to action button, and then we have what's called a benefit stack, where we talk about the things that you can do with the solution or product. And then we have another image over here on the right. So what we've done so far is we've done essentially the starting points of every website. So you have this hero section where you have your logo, you have your key messaging before anybody has to really scroll far. You want to have that available, and whether you're doing it on, desktop or mobile, you want to have everything above the fold if you remember the old newspapers. But the key thing is get right to the point, be succinct, tell people why they should do business with you. That's the most important thing. Yes. All right. So we've gotten that basic section. We've done our benefits. So we are going to keep following our guide here. Let me go back to it. I shared this also on a previous call, and I'm going to use it again to continue the reference point. So this is the AI kind of magic landing page formula. And I'll share this into the platform as well when we're done. But essentially, as a resource, it helps you how to build really, really good landing pages. And so that's what we're doing today. So far, we've created the magic hook, which is essentially that element that grabs your attention. That's your headline. So we used the app called Magic Hooks to create this section. We also used Hero Image Video Generator. We used the logo maker to create logos for the top part, the Graceful Threads logo you see at the top. We used secondary hooks so you can have both positive and negative messaging. We haven't applied that part yet, but we will. We've applied the benefit stack. And so the benefit stack is what the last area that we've just done. And we are going to work on some free bonuses later on. Once they sign up, we created one already, kind of like an outline of one, and then we're going to work on actually making it. And the free bonus we came up with was an ebook about family event planning. We have that in the works, and we're going to finish that up later on. We have created a basic personal blurb about the owner. You do want to have some person, you want to relate to your visitors and users. We have some essential product features, and we're going to build out that whole section. And we're going to build out testimonials. The value stack just means customers can start here and kind of go through and make additional purchases from your, again, of products or services. And that's the lifetime value of that customer. So you want to keep giving them a lot of value and explaining what that value is. You have to put in risk aversion, which means you explain clearly what happens if the customer, for whatever reason, is not happy. And then you have FAQs. And I mentioned this on a previous call. The star ratings here tell you the things that are extremely important. So if it's 5 stars versus 2 stars, 1 star, 5 star means you absolutely should include that in your landing page, website page, funnel, so that people can have that particular feature. In this case, FAQs are where people can go to get answers to the questions that they're thinking. And if you design your FAQ section properly, they'll know what they'll find that answer there. So then if you speak to your prospects, people that you're looking to do business with, and they're asking questions, make sure those questions and answers are in your FAQ section. If you have existing customers and they're happy or not happy, and you find out the reason why, make sure those questions and answers are in the FAQ section. So very important section. Team authority, again, if you have more than one person running the business and it's a team of you, you should put the information there that adds confidence. And then lead capture, right? How are you capturing new leads for on your website? It could be as simple as a form where they fill out, and so we'll add that form to the website as well. Okay, so pretty simple steps. As I said, we just finished the key benefits section. So now we're going to work on the next piece here. So we're going to add another section right below. So you can just click on the plus sign, or you can drag in a whole nother thing here. Let me refresh this page. All righty. And so let's go down. Now let's bring this back up so you can see the bottom. Righty. And let's see, where are we? Let's put a bit. Let's go down. Interesting. Okay. So we're going to add another segment. You can add different sizes to the segment, and then we're going to add a row. And depending on what it is we're building, you can add a single row, a double row. So let's see, from a design point of view, we are up to putting in, let's see, the founder story, key features, testimonials, and we're following along. By the way, we're also basing this template on one that we created earlier. So let's go back into this one here. And so this is one of our templates that are in there. There's probably about, what, 12 of them or 13 of them now. And we're going to be adding more. So again, logo at the top, headline, subheadline, video, and there. So this is the one we're kind of building on. We did the benefits section. And so now we're going to add a little bit of a feature section. We're kind of reversing these two because this one is actually features and then this one is benefits. So we already did the benefit in that format. So now let's go ahead and do some of the features of the website. And so we'll base that off of this document here. And we've been working off of this document. We created a document, and you should always create a document to help you build it out so you have all of the things in one location. So I like to use Word to keep track of my different areas. So for example, I have the page here where this is the first page of what we call the marketing proposal format. And then I have also in here, let's go back here. Where can't I see? It's interesting. Let's save it. For some reason, my little bullets are gone. Wow, this is definitely a technology challenging day. Okay, so we have the basic information on the marketing proposal, and I'll show you how to create this in just a second. So we have SEO tags that are important to be included. We have FAQs. So here are some general FAQs, and we also have some more specialized FAQs. We have some marketing hooks. We have benefit stack. So we can add, I'm going to redo this document and add these headings back in. For some reason, my headings disappeared. And so I'll put those back in. Not quite sure what happened here. Let's put this in. Like this. So this makes it easier to jump around to in the document. So you have your marketing hooks, you have your benefit stack. So if I jump to benefit stack, then I can go further down. We have our free bonuses. We have the end of the summary. We won't worry about that part right there. All right, so that's this one. Okay, so I think I see what happened. We've got two of these docs. Marketing website content. Okay. Oh, much better. Ah, I found it. All right. So we have the marketing proposal, we have the benefit stack, we have the free bonus, we have the family reunion, the personal blurb, the branding colors. So we've got quite a few things that we can utilize already built into this document that we've been working from. So now that I found the right one, we can keep going. All right, so now we've added in the marketing proposal, and it's a very good document. It kind of summarizes a website, gives you recommendations how to improve performance and the different things on the page. And then it kicks in with some information of SEO that you can utilize, FAQs you can utilize, and so on. So all really good stuff, and we'll play around with this in just a minute. So how do I create one of those? Really simply, you go back here and let's create another version. So again, one of the advantages of this being browser-based system is that you can open up duplicate tabs so you can go and play with the types of things you're working on. So AI marketing proposal is the tool. And you simply put the name. This was mostly created so someone who's running the platform as a marketing agency could create proposals for their customers. But here's a trick. You can use it yourself for your own edification and to create things for you in a simple format. So it allows you to get an introduction, as it describes here, get some magic hooks, some scroll stopping images, FAQs, benefits, and bonuses, and then it also includes a page analysis of your existing page. So let's say we just wanted to create one for Graceful Threads. I went ahead and did that, and that's the document you just saw. So it just makes it super easy for you to get that information, and it does a lot in one quick step. And the idea behind it is, again, it creates some interesting images based on the description, gives you a summary of your business. It levels out some performance things. If you're not into the technical part of website building, ignore that. It gives you SEO optimization ideas and things that you should add so that search engines can find you easily. It gives you FAQs, so you know why, the question and answer part of it, right? So here's the question, and so there's the answer, and so it kind of provides you both in one document. Let me actually use this version. It's a little easier to read. For some reason, never mind, I won't explain. All right, so this is the original document, and so you can see that it has the SEO tags separated nicely in here. It has the FAQs laid out in much better format. I'm going to make sure I'm going to put this over to the other one. You have the possible scroll stopping ads. Again, it gives you the images. So this is why it takes about 2 or 3 minutes to do this. And so it'll create some example scroll stopping images. This one's interesting. It's kind of like the family working on tie-dye. And then it has one here that is landscape, which is for another one. This one is nice too. Shows the whole family enjoying the family reunion t-shirt at a picnic. I like it. That's a very good image. So it gives you some things that you can use immediately on your website. So I'm going to grab all of this again and paste it into the other main document that we're using here. So we'll go to the end here. We'll drop it at the end. There we go. And oh, by the way, I'm going to work on show you some of these in just a second. So let's put this in here. So edit, and let's see what happens if I match the formatting. Yep, looks pretty good, I think. Perfect. All right, so that will work better than the other version that I had. All right, so we'll go back up here. We'll grab this here and that's the personal blurb. Okay. Go here. See if we can get this down. No. So add, oops. Oh, I see what's doing here. Let's add the insert page break, push that all down. Now we should be clean and clear. Perfect. And so now we'll come back here, put in marketing proposal. Right. And then we have our brand colors. Okay, so I think we're good now. I think we are good. Uh,
You put it on top of the brand colors.
yeah, I see that. So whew, this blurb, because it's text and an image, and so that's what's causing the problem. So this whole thing here is what I'm fighting for. Let's see if we can slide it down. Yeah, we got it down now. All right. So now we can get this, make that a headline, and that should be in the right place now. And because it's like text and an image, that's what's causing the weird reactions and stuff. So I think we've got it. All right. Marketing proposal. Oh, I see. We can kill this one. There we go. This one in its place and make that the heading. Still underneath the other one. So it's not cooperating. Okay. We are just wasting time now. Let me keep going. All right. So where was I? I was trying to make a point. So now that we've got the marketing proposal in the right place, and trust me, oh, I wouldn't be taking this much time on this if there was more people on the call. Like I said, it's just a weird day. People either are taking a holiday today. Okay, so we have the marketing hooks now from here and the other ones. We've got some images that I like. So we're gonna actually take this image right here and we're gonna save it into the folder because I'm gonna use this on the website. So I'm gonna drop it into one of the folders here for graceful threads under images, and we'll call it family picnic and save it there. Perfect. All right, family picnic. I like that one. And this one is an interesting like t-shirt stack. This one is interesting too. I like that one. I like this one, but I'd have to go in and fix all the text. And so it's not too bad. All right. We have enough to keep going here. So we have one, this is the A. So let me finish showing you the AI marketing proposal. So what this does is you fill in the business name and you put in a URL of the existing business. And then you click create proposal and it will give you the answer right down here. It'll create the generated text and document that I just showed you. So for example, I did one for this company, AEM, and it puts it into your file storage area. And so you just double click on it. It'll let you download it. And from there, you can see that whole document, similar to what I just showed you a second ago. And remember, you got 5 TB of storage, so you got plenty of room to get all of these things done. So now that we have the document, we're going to go back to our example here. The next thing we want to do is build out this section here, and we can decide how we're going to use it similar to this layout, but unique for graceful threads. So here's our template of where we are. We just added in. So we want to add a new row. And so you can do 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, 4 column. So obviously in the other one, we have 4 columns, but I think for this one, we'll just do 3. And so behind this row, you can pick out a color scheme that you want to use for the section, for the row. And then you can start filling it out with content and what you want to have. So in this build, this is a headline, right? So you can add a headline section, and then you can have the however many columns of text that you want to have. So for example, here we have 3 columns this time. So we actually need to add a row for the heading. So we're going to do a 1 column row, and we're going to move that row up 1, so it'll be above it. And so we'll add a new section. So we're going to add in a headline. And so we can put in whatever it is. So these are some of the key features of the website. And so we have our document here. And go back here. We've talked about some of the key things about this wonderful thing. So we've got our benefit stack here. We've got our free bonuses. We've got a prompt about the product. And so if we go back down here, this is a little bit more above. Yep, there we go. We got it. And we go in here again. We can find this is the key FAQ section, marketing hooks, scroll stopping ads, the benefits, personal expression, and then these are the bonuses and summary. So we have the basic layout, and so we can grab some of these things and add them into those 4 that we have, right? So for example, preserving the memory, personal expression, gift giving, family bonding. So those are some of the things that we could show as effectively in this case, mainly like a product featuring, right? What things do we do? I'll invite Annette to come back and tell us the types of things that she wants to include in this project. And let me make sure that we had covered some of this. Let's see. There we go. That's the one I was looking for. So we had kind of covered some of this. And so this is the AI sales coach where you can speak to the AI engine similar as you would. And so we were asking it some questions, and we were kind of walking through some things about family reunions and so on and so forth. So these are some of the ideas that it came up with. Specifically, we were working on a book for an ebook, I should say, that we would essentially offer to it. And so these are some of the personal blurb where we created, kind of a description of what it is. And so these are the ideas of what it is. So now I'll ask it for give me three major features I can use on the website in a product like services section. Give, give me a title and short description of each. All right. So actually, you know what I'll do? Not just three, let's get a few more. So we get some more features. Give me 10 major features I can use on the website in a product or services section. So what I wanted to do is just give me some ideas. Well, based on what I've done above, I wanted to try to give me some ideas. So now I've got 10 I can choose from. So I can pick three from it, right? So, custom design expertise, high quality materials, timely delivery. So, those are the types of things we can add to the site. So, we already have timely design and delivery, quality material, inclusive design input, and guaranteed. So, we kind of combined both functionalities in that one area, both the feature a little bit and the benefit. The benefit is the most important thing to people. They don't really buy features, they buy benefits of what they're going to gain from using your product or service. So we know that custom design is done, hide this one is done, timely delivery, inclusive design. So now we can add some these as sections, or excuse me, as feature sets. So let's just grab all of this and then we'll move that to the top. So we'll grab all of that. All right. And so we'll go back to the editor and we'll go here, add a new component. So we have the headline and we would want to lay out the next thing, which is the sections within here. So we can add in a subheader and then add another section, which is just text, right? And so now we have a place to play. So let me go ahead in here and I will paste it. Remember, if you're using Chrome, you can use paste and match style. I copied it, so now I'm pasting and matching the style. So I have the text here, and now I'm going to put the header. I just moved it from where I was up here. So now we have the header. So we kind of have the feature and a description of what that feature is from there, right? And so we need to do the same thing in columns 2 and 3. And so we can make this key services. And so it featured services or featured products, right? Why, you could say, or you could even say why graceful threads, right? And that gives you some more SEO, right? Because you're answering these questions, right? Memorable keepsakes and descriptions, memorable keepsakes, for example, right? Our personal apparel stores are the keep, right? So we have that. So now what you can do is kind of finalize how you want to have this laid out. Now, I was looking at this here, and let's see. We're starting to get a little monochrome on the site, so let's add some colors. Okay, so let's add some colors. So the way that you edit the text is you hit this here, and then so you have your regular text color, You have your icon colors, you have your bold colors. And so for the bold colors, you can go add that particular blue that was there as part of it. And that's where your brand colors come into play, right? So if we go back to our document, we actually have our brand colors here. So let me put this away. Let's get our brand colors. And so our brand colors are right here. So we have the light brown, the light purple. So you can actually get the hex code colors of each one of these. And I think I wanted to use blue for this. Let's see what it looks like. So let's go back to the page and we have this section here. Again, hit the gear to get into the section. And we have our bold colors and we're going to add in a blue. That looks nice. I like that. And so that is the brand color that we created. I think it was further down, benefit stack, product features, value stack. I think it's at the end actually. So how do I get these colors to kind of line up with the section brand colors? Real simple. I just go into the settings for this and I have my text color, my bold colors, and I would apply the same color that I put up here. So I just want to change that to this and voila. So it keeps the recently used colors that you're using on your website so that it kind of lines up. So this way it's not as monochrome. And I also have the same colors here as I do in my picture. So it just makes it a little warmer and nicer. And then the last thing we might want to play with a little bit to get this to line up with the picture, we can either move it down a little bit or we can make the font on here a little larger. So right now it's 22 pixels. So we might want to just scroll this out a little bit, right? There we go. So now this section kind of lines up and is balanced with our section on the right. And so we'll take that. I like that. Now, the other thing, oh, I know that you were using the previous website editor, and this editor is the new one, and it's much friendlier and easier to use, as you can see. So if you're going to do a website, I would highly recommend you use the AEO website creator because it's just much easier to utilize, to work with. All right, so now that we have that laid out, so now we can kind of keep this theme going. So right here, we have a headline font, and we have this color for this font. Excuse me, yes, for the headline. So we want to keep it consistent. You don't want to have more than, I would say, 2 or 3 colors, right? And so you want to have 2 or 3 colors and you want to keep it consistent and simple. And then same thing with fonts. You only want to have 2 or 3 fonts. And this system does allow you to define your content font and your headline font. And then when you're in any section, you can just say what it is. So for example, if I go to this section and I click this and make it bold, I can go into here. I can say this is my headline font, so it automatically will set it based on the settings that I just showed you. I know that this one, my text, the font was 26, so I might want to keep this consistent as well, right? So if I go here and I look at this text, I can see that I have 32 there. And in my text, I have 26. So again, 32 is my headline. And so we might want to make this at least consistent on there at 26. This is your content font. You don't want to make it any larger than that. We're using black, which is consistent, and that's good. The only thing we may want to do is make it a little larger to keep up with what we have up above, right? But that might make it a little too long, but we can see that doesn't look too bad. So now what you can do is either go in and add a new component and duplicate all the way across, or you can use this clone feature right here to make a copy. So we can grab that and then you can drag it. This is the handle, the move handle, and you can drag it right over here. So now we have the same thing. So you don't have to go through all of those settings again. You just hit clone, and then as soon as you clone it, you drag it over. And so now you have the same thing over there, and we could do the same thing here. So we'll clone this section, this component, and then we'll drag it over. So we have it the same. And you want to kind of balance out the amount of text in each column to kind of line up. And you can play with the size of the font until you get it exactly the way you want it to be. So again, I'll grab that and drag it over. So we should have three decent columns now kind of laid out, right? So you have memorable keepsakes. So let's go back now and get some more text from our document that we were working from. And let's see. Oh, where were we? Oh, we were in here. We have that one. We have this one. Okay, so what I should have done, features, right? So we're going to grab all of this and put it in our document. Again, the purpose of doing it this way, so instead of me having to bounce around from app to app, I have everything in one place. So let's go here to the proposal document, I mean to the Word document, go all the way to the bottom, and we'll put that in here. And again, we'll paste it in. So now we have our features. And so we'll grab this, make it a headline, make it easy to find. Perfect. We got memorable. Satisfaction guarantee is a nice feature. So we'll grab all of this and we'll put it into the designer here and paste and match style. And then we'll grab this here, satisfaction guaranteed. And we'll make that part of our make that part. So you see it's one line short, so we could add some more text to it, but it's not terrible, especially if it's in the middle. So we'll see how it kind of plays out. And I'll put the heading here and we'll make it bold and satisfaction guaranteed. All right, so these are reasons why to do business with us. Memorable keepsakes, satisfaction guaranteed, and we'll add one more section from our document. So now we have comprehensive planning support, generational inclusivity, value and affordability. So good pricing is always an important thing that people like. And finally,
Value and affordability.
that's the one I was going to go. I think that's the one people are going to be excited about, or at least they're always going to ask that question, right? Why should I do business with you? Value and affordability. So we'll add that to the website builder. And I'm doing the paste function with one step instead of two. And get rid of that and get rid of this. And it's perfect. It lines up pretty well. So we'll go back here and now we'll paste it in here and we'll make it bold and it'll put the color back in. So not bad at all. All right, so let's see what we have. So we have three things. Remember, always save, save, save as you go along because you never know when the power might go out or you lose connectivity. So now we have a section that's kind of got some colors. So let's make this settings. And right now the segment is wide and we can make it full page to kind of lay it out a little bit more. And then what we can do is miscellaneous here. We can put in a border, shadow. Let's see if we go back here under general. Oops. Let's make it 80%. And the reason why is so that it kind of lines up with this above here. So that kind of works out better from a layout point of view. Images are always good because it makes it easier for people to understand. Reading, people really don't read a lot, but if you add an image for each one of these, I think you'll get some really good images. So again, we'll go back and use one of the tools and see what we get. So in here, we already used this tool. We used the AI sales coach to create the text for it. So now we can use that same approach to get some good images. So let's see if we go back here and we can try a couple of the different image tools here. So we can go in here. Let's see if we've got one going for graceful threads. We do. And it's funny because remember I took that one image and I put it up there already. And so I have more images that I can use. We have some of these here. that I created. And so we can actually, just to kind of show you how to get ideas for this, you can grab this text that we have from the document. And for each one of them, we can go ahead and make it an image. So we can grab this one. So let's drop that in the image generator, see what it gives us. All right, so we'll take this and make that go away, see what happens. Let's see what it gives us. Didn't really take too long. So if we refresh now, you can see what we're building. Oh, by the way, we got to come up with a much better video than that. That's just the video that I used as an example of dropping in a video. One of the students, I have a class this Wednesdays in the evening, and we have students in Chicago, and we're teaching them about AI, and they came up with that video. All right, so we're looking pretty good. This looks pretty nice. We might want to add a border around this one, like we have up here, just to kind of keep it consistent, or come up with a background image for it, like these here. So we can put a gradient. There's lots of things that we can do to keep that going. All right, let's see what it came up with. Oh, that's not bad. So this is your I loves sale river cake. Film is the text on here is just not very good. All righty. So let's see. Memorable keepsakes. I'm gonna just put this part here and see what we get. So the idea is you can give it a very short prompt just to see if it'll come up with anything interesting. If it still doesn't come up with anything, then you can kind of move on. So these are pretty decent, memorable keepsakes, and not bad. Now let me try something else. I have another way to do this. Another way to do it is to feed it the paragraph and then let the AI come up with ideas. A company that creates personalized apparel keepsakes for a family wearing personal matching t-shirts, a family reunion. The problem with that prompt is we're going to get that text issue again. And I can use Canva to fix those text issues. Personalized image, a bride and a groom, personalized wedding hoodie featuring their wedding date. Huh, that could be interesting. Let's see. Let's be specific about the type of image we want. Like bride and groom. Let's see if we get two. All right, let's see what we get here. A wedding is a memorable event. I don't know about them wearing hoodies. Oh, that is not bad. No, that is not bad at all. So the only problem we have is the text is definitely needs to get fixed. Not bad, not bad. I'll have to fix the text that's on here. And college graduates toss their personalized graduate caps in the air and so on. All right. So college graduates, and let's see what kind of image we get there. And while it's doing that, I'll download this image. And so that is pretty good. I like that. I like that. It's actually pretty decent. Love and Julia. Yeah, I'm not sure why I would say that, but that's not a bad image either. All right. We'll download that one. And let's see what the next one is. A source that provides the sports team, probably wearing jersey with their championship year emblazoned. I guarantee we're going to get some weird results there. So I think I've shown you on one of the other sessions that you can easily go into Canva and create a new design with whatever the image is that you're going to work with. Let's try to get a new one. And I'm going to see, let's go all the way out. Okay, so let's see, create a design. We're going to upload. Let's upload the files, and the downloads folder is where those are dropped. So we've got that one and the other one. Okay. Actually, I don't need that one. just this one. I'll open that up in here using a new design. And it already is the right size and bring it in. And then all you do is tap on it, hit edit, so I can tell it what I want it to grab. So we're going to grab all the text that's on here because this is pretty good. I like it. But we just need to fix the actual text that's on here. Let's move this down a little bit. There we go. So we can create a date around it. And so we can say groom, right? And so we can make this and this centered. Let's see, alignment, centered. Okay, so centered gives it off, makes it look weird. We'll do left. And then we'll do the same thing. And so we can put in a date here. And say we put in something like that. And move this over a little bit. There we go. Keys, groom. That's better. All right, and then we'll put this one. We'll take, this is the font virtual. So we'll take this one and kill this one. And we'll move this one over to there, right? So we'll create a duplicate of that one. And so we'll have to change the color, obviously. And just make that color. So you have the colors from the photo. So we're going to use the color. We got like a black, which is close to black anyway. And so we have that laid out. And we'll make this the bride. Okay. Perfect. We got the bride, we got the groom. And so we just want to take this one now and duplicate it and drop it right there. And so now we have a pretty good t-shirt that we can save. So that's pretty good. I like that. So we're gonna have bride and groom. And we're gonna download that. And so that's how you edit it in Canva. All right, so we'll bring it down. And then we'll add that image to the website. And there's lots of different ways you can load it up. For example, that's 1080 by 1080. We know where we're going to put it is nowhere near that large. So we'll grab a smaller version of that image as well. And so instead of it being 1080 by 1080, we can bring it down to half of that, right? Yeah, so we'll bring it down to half of that because that should still look pretty good on every site. So it'll be about 500 by 500 pixels. That's the size of the image. And that makes it lighter as well. All right, so let's go out here to downloads. And let's see, we should have one that's 464 kilobytes. This is what I mean by the size of it, right? So we can go in and change this to say like 1080px, right? So that's the size of it. And then this one we know is should be smaller. Wait, why is it the same size? Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's 540 by 540. That is interesting. So it didn't actually make it any lighter. It just made it smaller. Interesting. We'll play with both and see what's going on. All righty. Oh, no. So that's what it is. I have both of them. Oh, I see what happened. It didn't actually. This is the one that's 1080. So it's 596. Wow. Okay. That makes sense. That's bigger. And see how the one that's half is smaller. So that's why we have it. We just happen to have it 3 times for some strange reason. So I'll actually kill this one. This is not correct. Perfect. All right. I have fixed it. Why do I have a period here? Didn't catch that. I did not catch that. So sometimes when you do these editing things, you have to pay attention. So we'll have to do it again. It's a minor thing, but I don't want to mess up a perfectly good picture with a typo, right? So you'll see, these are the things with editing. It takes time sometimes. So we're going to download it again. So we've downloaded it, and now we're going to do the same thing at the half size. And so we're going to shrink it down and then download it again. So if we go back now to the editor, let's say here, and we want to add a picture, right? Under memorable keepsakes. So we want an image, and that kind of fits in there. So we'll go grab the image, and you just click this link right here, and it'll take you to your library where you can upload the image. So you can either search for it or just drag and drop it in. Since I know which ones I want, this one here, for example, is the new 1080 one. I can just go in and put that in there, right? Oh, now that I have this one here, I'll move that one to trash. And I'll rename this one. This is the right one. Perfect. And put that in there. That one there. And we have this one here, which now we can throw this one into the trash. Have this one. Let's call it 540. Perfect. We'll drag that one in there too. And so we now know we have the image right here. You'll see the directions here. Double click to add image to page. So we'll drop that in there. Fits perfectly. Love it. And we might make it a little bit smaller. And so it fits in there pretty well, but you can see how this is going to end up being something that we will do across all three of them, right? And again, this is memorable keepsakes is a word, two words. The description are words, but a picture drives that whole emotion much more effectively. So now what we can do is take this and copy and put that here, and then copy one more and put that here. Right? So now we have the whole idea of this going across. And so we'll save this. So we have it kind of laid out, and that's much better automatically. And then what you can do is you might want to take this whole section, right? So if we go here now, we can add a background color, or you can add a background image, either way. And so if you want to use an image, you can. And so we could pick an image of what we already have in here. You can pick colors and things that kind of match where you are. You can put in a gradient or a color, right, like this. So now that would be the background, right? And so you can take a look at that background color and say, okay, if we want to use something a little lighter, we can make it a little lighter. So let me undo what I just did there. Let me go one step out. There we go. This is actually the background color here. And so you can make it lighter or darker. And so we kind of put in an image there. So let's go back one more, undo. All right, let's try this version of it. And let's use the same blue here. I want to use that same color for the bold color, as they say. So we have some consistency. Oh, okay, yes. Let's do one of the other colors from our brand. That's actually where I should grab the color from. So we have the light blue, light purple, tan, light blue, and yellow. We can try that, right? This is a brand color from the logo here. So that's where we're getting these colors from, by the way. And so we can say, all right, we want to put it around the whole row. Yeah, I think that would be best. Put it on the row. Think about it. So we have background color here, text colors, background image you can drop in. So let's try a color. And you can fade it so it's not so crazily bold and make it a lot lighter. All right. Or we can grab the background color that we just talked about. So that's kind of like the purplish color. And so that's what it is in full purple. And then you just lighten it up like this. See how that looks. So now again, you have another color, but it is not as crazy as some of the other colors. And that looks pretty decent, but let's add a little bit more tweak to it. All right. And you go under miscellaneous, you can play around with the corners. So you can make it however much you want to make it line up with what you have above, for example. So this one has also a curve. So we can go in here and just kind of stay consistent. So what is that? 15, right? So it's not too ridiculously strong. So we'll do the same thing here and make it similar, if you will, right? And let's pick 15. And that's how you get that kind of similar background to this section. And what's nice about doing it that way is you kind of get the sections kind of laid out, right? So, and what we can do is we can keep this just kind of floating there for now, or we can add it to the section. It kind of looks a little odd sitting outside of the section, so we can grab it and we can say, want to, oops, there we go. And we can duplicate it and bring it down. And you just grab it and say, okay, yep, that's the one I want. And move it down one. So now it's here. So it's actually impeding into that row. So we need to add a row before we do that. So we can do that easily enough. Hold on. Let me undo. Okay, I see what we have here. We're knocking this out. I like it. So that's the second section. All we need to do is come up with pictures now for the next two. And so we'd grab our idea and put it into this. And then we would tell it to generate some more pictures from image ideas, right? So that is the way we would do it. And I will tell it to, let's see, let me see what the other ideas are. Festival logos, business hours, personalized apparel. These are all pretty good ideas. One word is wrong, but other than that, the rest are pretty good. So I can't really complain. All right, so let's go back and click on content creation, hyper realistic to clear it out. And back here, refresh the page, and we'll create a new idea. And we'll get the idea from here. And so we already did memorable. So now we're going to do satisfaction guaranteed. Let's see what it comes up with for that. Tell it what we want. And tell it to give me some ideas. Anyway, I think we're almost done. Rental, if you want to drop, that's fine. All in all, what I'm doing is keep working on this here. Customer support company that guarantees satisfaction resolving issues. A happy customer giving a thumbs up while holding a certificate of satisfaction. All right, let's take a look and see what it gives us. This is not bad, but I don't know why he would be wearing headphones. That's a little weird. But again, satisfaction, customer survey, all of that is pretty good. But I was laughing because if you ask the AI to just generate an image of anything for anything, it's always a white guy with a beard. It's hilarious to me. I don't know why first of all, him being white, that's not that big a deal, but I don't know why it's a white guy with a beard. It just creates it. And now it's a black guy with a beard, and he's got three hands. So this is why you have to check and just make sure that it's doing the right thing. So I know where the satisfaction, Basically, it's using customer satisfaction to mean customer satisfaction department, and that's why it keeps giving us the headphones. So let's try a completely different image. See if we can get something that is not as silly. Um, hopefully they won't have on t-shirts because if they have on t-shirts, then I gotta go fix the spelling. So I'm hoping that it'll just be something I can use right away. That is not bad. Okay, I can live with that. How many hands do they have? All right, I think we're good. The hands are all lining up. I mentioned yesterday or the day before that WEBP or WebP offers the smallest file size. So you always want to use as small a file size as possible so that you can get the best results, but keep the file sizes down. So again, we're going to go here and again, you can drag and drop or you can go to the folder. So in this case, we just did download. Where's the download? I lost it. Well, let's try it again. Cancel. At least I thought it downloaded. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, the WBP. It's right here. There we go. Not sure what happened. That was a little weird. So now we have it. Double click. Boom. Dropped it in there, right? So I would like to make the images a little bit more diverse, but right now I'm just kind of pushing on getting it done as quickly as possible. And then we can play around. So we can make this a diverse family, right? Sitting around on a cozy couch, smiling at a tablet. You can run that again. You don't necessarily want to make it all exactly the same. So you want to play around with this and get it right. And let's see. They're a little more diverse, but not much more diverse. But that's okay. All right, so we have our customer satisfaction. I'm not upset about it. I like it. Oh, by the way, we should give these stars. You want to train your AI, letting it know when it's doing a good job, right? So actually, I like the little girl more. She's cuter. So let's grab her and bring it down. The little girl is cuter than the other young lady in the other image and actually makes a little bit more sense, right? From a family point of view, you have two parents and a child. That's actually pretty good. I like that. So let's grab this one here and let's go back here. There we go. We'll actually name it. So we have it easy there to find, drag and drop it, and we'll use that one. I love it. All right, one more value and affordability, and we're done for this section. So we just want to grab that section here, and we'll ask it to create some ideas for us. And we're using this one here. Refresh the page to clear out the ideas for the image, create new image ideas, and we'll get rid of all of this. Boom, boom, and tell it to give me some ideas. So the AI sales coach gave us 10 ideas. We took that, put it into the image generator, had it create for each idea the images that fit that particular section. Dangerous prompt because it never really quite gets the t-shirt text, but I'll give it the benefit of the doubt and see if it can get it done this time. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Custom apparel, high quality custom apparel. I like all of that. I would have to go in and actually delete the text that says affordable because that's just silly. But other than that, it's not a horrible image. Let's try that one. All right, so let's go grab some images that we've already done, and we'll just throw that in for now, get this example finished. All right, so we have this one here in settings. We go out here. We have this one here. I think we have this one here. Like that guy. Yeah, let's do this one. This is a good choice. Value and affordability. I like that. All right, we're done. All right, thank you all for jumping on. Hopefully this was a little helpful. I will see everybody. Thanks. Bye-bye.